Hey everyone, welcome back to Today, we're diving into a topic that affects us all more than we might realize. Psychological manipulation. Have you ever felt like someone was pulling your strings, making you do things you didn't want to, or even doubting your own thoughts? That's manipulation at work. In this video, we'll explore what it is, how to spot it in your daily life, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from it. And stick around, because we'll also talk about why you should never use these tactics on others. Let's get started. Psychological manipulation is a type of social influence that aims to change someone's behavior or perception through deceptive, exploitative, or underhanded tactics. Unlike persuasion, which is honest and respects your freedom to choose, manipulation often involves trickery, playing on your emotions or vulnerabilities to get what the manipulator wants. Manipulation isn't always dramatic or obvious. It can sneak into your relationships, your workplace, marketing ads, or even online interactions. That's why understanding it is so important. Today, we're going to break down 3 common manipulation tactics with real-life examples, show you how to recognize when it's happening, and give you practical tips to avoid it. Let's dive in. Common manipulation tactics. First up, we've got gaslighting, one of the sneakiest and most damaging forms of manipulation. Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your own memory, perception, or even your sanity. They might deny something happened, twist the truth, or tell you you're being too sensitive. The term comes from the 1944 movie Gaslight, where a husband dims the gaslights in their home and then denies it, making his wife think she's losing her mind. It's a classic reference, and it's where the word originated. But gaslighting isn't just Hollywood fiction. In 2022, a court in England made headlines when it used the term in a judgment. A mental health worker had manipulated his partner by convincing her family and doctors that she had bipolar disorder when she didn't. She ended up isolated, doubting her own reality. It's a chilling real-world example of how far gaslighting can go, but it can also be more subtle. Imagine a coworker who says, "I never said that in the meeting, you must have misheard," even though you know they did. Or a friend who brushes off your concerns with, "You're overreacting," until you start doubting your feelings. That's gaslighting in action. Next, let's talk about guilt. This is when someone uses guilt to control what you do. It's super common in close relationships. You've probably heard lines like, "If you were really my friend, you'd do this for me," or "After all I've done for you, this is how you repay me." It's emotional blackmail. Picture this. You're planning a chill weekend, but your friend calls and says, "I need help moving. If you don't come, I'll be stuck doing it all alone, and it'll be awful." Suddenly, you feel guilty and ditch your plans to help even though you didn't want to. Guilt tripping works by exploiting your sense of duty or kindness. It makes saying no feel impossible without feeling like a terrible person. Finally, there's love bombing. This is when someone overwhelms you with affection, attention, or gifts to win you over and gain control. It's common in the early stages of relationships, or even in cults, where the manipulator wants you hooked fast. A big example today is in online scams like the so-called pig butchering scams. These fraudsters connect with people on dating apps or social media, showering them with sweet messages and attention. They make you feel special, loved, and trusted. Then, once you're emotionally invested, they convince you to invest in fake cryptocurrency schemes. In 2023 alone, these scams cost victims billions of dollars worldwide. It's love bombing with a devastating twist. In everyday life, love bombing might look like a new partner who's texting you nonstop, buying you gifts, and saying "I love you" after a week. It feels amazing until you realize it's a setup for control later on. Recognizing manipulation. First, you might feel confused, a lot like you're not sure what really happened. Second, you're apologizing all the time, even when you're not sure why. That could be guilt tripping at play. Third, someone's being overly charming or flattering, especially early on. That's a love bombing clue. Fourth, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, scared to upset them. And fifth, your confidence or trust in yourself is slipping away over time. If these sound familiar, it's time to pay attention. Manipulators often target people who are vulnerable. Maybe you're feeling down, or you really want to please others. They latch onto those weaknesses to get the upper hand. Recognizing these signs is the first step to breaking free. Avoiding manipulation. Now that you can spot manipulation, let's talk about how to protect yourself. Here are 5 practical strategies. Number 1, trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Your gut's usually right. Number 2, set clear boundaries. Tell people what's okay and what's not. For example, if someone's guilt tripping you, try saying, "I get that you need help, but I've got plans this weekend." Number 3, get an outside perspective. Talk to a friend, family member, or even a therapist to see if they notice the same patterns. Number 4, educate yourself about these tactics like you're doing right now. Knowledge is power. And number 5, take care of yourself and build yourself. When you know your worth, you're less likely to put up with manipulative nonsense. The key here is giving yourself permission to say no and put your well-being first. You don't have to be everyone's people please. Why not to manipulate others? Okay, let's flip the script. Why shouldn't you use manipulation? Sure, it might seem like a quick way to get what you want, but it's a bad idea, and not just because it's unethical. Manipulation is dishonest and exploitative. It hurts people, but it also backfires. If you manipulate someone, they might go along with it at first, but over time, they'll resent you. Trust breaks down, relationships crumble, and you could end up pretty lonely. It's a short-term win with long-term pain. Instead, try building real connections with honesty and respect. It takes more effort, but it's way more rewarding for you and the people around you. So let's make a pact. Be aware of manipulation, both in how we're treated and how we treat others. Conclusion. To wrap things up, psychological manipulation is everywhere, but now you've got the tools to see it coming. By understanding tactics like gaslighting, guilt tripping, and love bombing, recognizing the warning signs, and knowing how to protect yourself, you can take control of your relationships. And just as important, choose not to manipulate others. Let's aim for real, honest connections instead. If this video helped you, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content like this, and drop a comment below. Have you ever dealt with manipulation? How did you handle it? I'd love to hear your stories, so let's learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.